Oh, let's not have myself unmuted. All right, well, welcome to the series where we Iron Man every single Fire Emblem game. Not sure why this is over here, not over there. Today we are continuing our journey through Fire Emblem 6. We are on, I believe, the Douglas chapter, which is actually kind of interesting as storming the capital. Which is kind of interesting because, sort of like the last Gaiden chapter, we don't actually have to do it. Let me just make sure on one thing here. Alright, yeah, looks like that's fine. After rescuing Faye, Roy heads for Aqualia, something like that. The capital of Etruria. Aqualia is also the largest and wealthiest city on the continent. Prepared for the Lycian army's attack, the revolutionary forces are fortified in Aqualia. Hey, Last Cry Chris, welcome, welcome. The St. Elamine Church supports the Lycian army, turning popular opinion against the revolutionaries, forcing them inside the castle. The St. Elamine Church was founded by St. Elamine. Alright, well, that makes sense. Yeah, one of the 8 legends. The church has legions of followers, particularly in Bern and Etruria. Roy's attack on Aqualia is supported by the church. However, Narshan and his elite troops await Roy inside the castle. We're also going to be getting the Delphi shield here from Narshan, which is pretty fantastic. So this chapter is kind of interesting. Now, normally, you have to... Well, I shouldn't say normally. For us as well, potentially, you have to keep Douglas alive in order to go to the Gaiden chapter. In fact, I should look up... Give me 1 second here. What, like, legendary weapon do we get from the Gaiden chapter? Because... not only is this Gaiden chapter kind of annoying, but it's also sort of annoying to get to, and Douglas is kind of whatever, so I'm sort of thinking that we should just not go to the Gaiden chapter, but... Yeah, see, the Gaiden chapter for this gives us Areola, which is the S-rank light tome, which, outside of, like, Yodel, is pretty much impossible to use. What's up, Master Bambao? Welcome. So I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with Douglas. I may wind up just killing him because this chapter, as you can see, has a lot of hidden treasure here and over here. It's also got reinforcements, and it has a secret shop that we're gonna want to be abusing up here. The point is, there's a ton of different things that you also want to steal from the boss multiple times. There's a bunch of different side objectives to get. Now, you can just sort of pin Douglas in a corner and do everything you want to do. But it's a little bit easier to not do that. To the true ending, if yes, you should keep. Yeah, we cannot get the true ending, Master Bambao, unfortunately, because the first Gaiden chapter, if you go at Elfin's route, I failed to get to because I lost Elfin. So we're already on the no good ending route, essentially. So the question becomes, do we care then about going to the Gaiden chapter? I think I probably don't. I think I'm probably gonna wind up just killing Douglas, to be honest. Mostly because, again, there's some stuff we want to do in this chapter, and I don't really care that much about going to the Gaiden for Areola. Okay, so we promoted Milady. This is also going to be probably a pretty good opportunity to promote a lot of our units. Wade, by the way, is already level 9. Holy shit. So Ray is level 16, which is great. What is our promotion item situation at the moment? We have a whip for Tate, and that is it. Okay, that is perfectly fine. Now, you really want to bring... should I forgo Faye? You don't have to bring Faye. It is kind of nice, but somebody else can certainly do her job. You need a thief. Maybe I don't need 3 healers. Maybe we can forgo her. Bringing Merlinus is not a requirement, but it is pretty useful because this is the chapter where you can buy as many angelic robes as you want. And angelic robes are extremely powerful, which means for our purposes, we're going to want to buy as many as we can. Now, there are 2 really good uses of money over the course of this game, I think. One is the angelic robes in this chapter. The other is are the boots on one of the last chapters. I think the boots... Excuse me. I think the boots, well, the boots are really funny, and it's cool to see units with 1,000,000 movement. It's not actually that useful because it's so late in the game. So I'm a much bigger fan of buying angelic robes on this chapter. The other thing we could potentially use money on is Hue. I actually don't hate the idea of training Hugh. Yeah, actually, what do I want to do? What is our money situation right now? I really have no idea. I actually don't think it's that good. If you can't get full Hugh, you really just shouldn't recruit Hugh, to be completely honest. Okay, I sold all my stuff. So what's our funds? Can I get funds here? I think you can. Yeah. All right, la la la. You're doing really well. That's all. Wait, how much do I have, Lalem? That's not helpful. Normally there's a shop in the base, but not on hard mode, so I don't know if there's a way to check money. All right, well, whatever. We'll figure it out. Overflow glitch hue. Overflow glitch hue. I'm not familiar with overflow glitch hue. I'm not sure what that means, to be honest. We're going to prep this time. That's a very good suggestion. We are currently prepping, so at the very least I'll do a little bit of preps, even if I accidentally start it right now. But we should get her a heal staff. Probably don't need torch at the moment. Take a mend. Why not? Okay. So the plan for this chapter is basically to abuse the secret shop and also hopefully promote Ray, Tate, and Geese. Although I don't know. I think Ray is going to be a fairly easy promote. The thing is, our money is going to be spread pretty thin anyways, because I want to buy a guiding ring and a hero's crest. So yeah, maybe we will just recruit Hugh and say fuck it. Like, you don't have to go buy all the angelic robes. Again, I would highly recommend doing it. If you're playing this yourself, I would highly recommend buying a shit ton of angelic robes. Oh, actually, oh shit, we can't do this. Okay, so normally, this guy's really annoying because 29 attack bolting is really annoying to deal with. Although, I usually like to go up this right side, and you really want to kill this guy as quickly as possible. And normally what you want to do is you can use E green, or if you've trained an archer, you can use them as well, or Clane. So you can dance for them, and then the longbow should be just enough to kill this guy usually. Unfortunately, we don't have that, but we do have a strong archer, so we should have a pretty easy time doing it. It's just we're gonna have to wait an additional turn because we don't have a dancer. Some early translation patches, there's a glitch where if you recruit him at his lowest price, soft reset, then resume the map, his skill and magic will glitch to become around 40. Holy fuck! If you then instantly promote him, his magic and skill will be capped. I mean, if I could do that, I would certainly train him. God damn, that's kind of nuts. So normally you also want a stall to go up here really, really quickly because, and that's part of why you want to kill this guy, because you want to steal the member card from Hugh. But if we're going to recruit Hugh anyways, we don't need to steal the member card, obviously. So you can also, we brought Fa or Faye. That's true. Alan can promote. We could bring Alan. I think I'll probably wait until after the chapter, but that's a good point. I forgot we have a level 20 unit just hanging out. Yeah, Fa / Faye, not a particularly useful unit, but does have extremely good resistance, even at base level. So if you want, you can basically just deal with this purge guy immediately by putting Faye in his range. You can do it with other people, of course, too, if they have good res, like clearing a 16, for example. But I like to do it with Faye, because it's just cool to be able to actually do something with her. Other than that, we'll have our stronger units over here, and then I think we're good to go. You do need Melody for Zeus, but we're of course bringing Melody, so that's not a problem for us. Don't let Dorothy die. All right, yeah, sounds good, Vin. Thanks for hanging out. I will try to avoid Dorothy's death. Thankfully, Dorothy has sort of seen to that herself by getting a shit ton of defense, but hopefully she doesn't die. Curses, 1,000 curses. The Lycian army still stands. How could they have come so far? General Narshan. Head Wyvern General Murdoch is here. He is? Then post haste. Wait, Murdoch is here, really? Send an escort. Ensure he receives every hospitality. He's already here. Yes, enough. Step aside. Sir Murdoch, what a pleasant surprise. What brings you all the way here from Ilia? Enough of your squirrely pleasantries, Narshan. I want an explanation for this embarrassment. I'm sorry, sir. I don't believe I understand. Then allow me to explain. Princess Guinevere has escaped yet again. Flair, your lieutenant has failed in the Western Isles and is dead. And finally, perhaps most egregious of all, you have neglected your mission to capture the village in Nabata. Narshan has failed a lot, to be fair. Despite your specific orders directly from King Zephyil's mouth. This is inexcusable, Narshan. Explain yourself. Oh, that. Well, you see, sire, there have been many complications, so I took it upon myself to hold your tongue. That's enough. I have orders from the king. I am to revoke your title of Wyvern General. What? You are to be replaced by Gale. Sire, please wait. Allow me one more chance. The Lycian army approaches fast. Show your worth and stop them in their tracks. If you succeed, perhaps the king will reconsider, Sir Murdoch. Narshan, don't fail the king or me again. God damn. Balderdash! Balderdash. A demotion? And I'm to be replaced by Gale of all people? Never. I will not allow it. But what is left for me to do? No. My status and reputation, everything is crumbling down. General Narshan, the enemy draws near. Silence, I know that already. Wait. Milody's younger brother is stationed in this castle, and Milody's the one who helped the princess escape. Aha! I could say he was leaking information to the enemy. What a flawless plan. I'm sorry, General Narshan, what was that? I'm just babbling to myself. Oh, you know Milody's younger brother, don't you? You mean Sir Zeus? That's him, Zeus. I have reason to suspect he's leaking information to the Lycian army. Bring him here. What? I can't believe that Sir Zeus would ever do such a thing. Yes, it's shocking, I know. Now shut your trap. I love this guy. Do as you're told and bring him over before me. The enemy is at our doorstep. Oh, what can we do? If we're captured, we will be tried as traitors. Douglas is not having it. Arcardo, this is all your fault. If you had eliminated the Lycian army at the Isles as you were supposed to. But Lord Rorts, no! This is neither the time nor the place to argue, my lord. We must make our escape quickly. But escape to where? Let us return to Bern. This was all their plan to begin with. Yes, of course. We proved ourselves useful. They're sure to repay the favor. And what do you intend to do with the king? Well, Bern probably won't harm him. King Zephiel's mother was an Arturian after all. Douglas, I suggest you flee as well. And I suggest you shut your mouth! I only fought alongside you because King Mordred's life was at stake. I do not intend to go along with your plans to the end. Unbending as always. Suit yourself. Arcardo, we escape now. Lord Rorts, wait for me! Dirty traitors, fleeing with their tails between their legs. I can't imagine it took so much for Bern to seduce them. Or it took much. They'll meet their end at the hands of the Lycian army before long. When Prince Myrddin returns, Etruria will be whole again. But until then, I shall continue to fight for the king. My loyalty and honor as great general depend upon it. It is a bit odd that Elfin, who of course is, I'm pretty sure is Myrddin or whatever, the Prince of Etruria, can recruit Percival by essentially revealing himself, but you can't do the same for Douglas. It's kind of weird. This is Castle Laquelia, Lord Roy. Our information says that the revolutionaries are stationed here. I thank you for your help, Father Yoder. Thanks to the church, we were able to avoid a battle in the city. No, it is I who must thank you. The church has been persecuted by the revolutionaries. Were it not for you, we would have been forced out already. Persecuted? Why? That's most likely because of our investigation into Bern's dragons. Before she ascended to heaven, our founder, Saint Elamine, said those words. Allow not dragons to return to this realm, for that would bring suffering to many. That's why we must do everything we can to send the dragons back to their world. The revolutionaries are with Bern, so that explains the persecution of the church. Indeed, we have discovered something interesting as well. The return of the dragons is tied to the Fire Emblem, Bern's greatest treasure. We don't yet know how, so that's why I sent Saul and Dorothy to investigate. Lord Roy, you must stop the revolutionaries. If you would allow me to give you one more piece of advice, try talking to some of the troops. I'm certain many of them are forced into the army against their will. Of course, thank you again. Saint Elamine's blessings upon you, Roy. It's good advice, because there's 2 units on this chapter that we can recruit. I don't think Zeus shows up until a little bit later. Yeah, he's not here yet. So, again, just for the record, in order to recruit Douglas, you have to not kill him on this chapter, and then you go to a Gaiden chapter where he appears and he's recruited. But the tome you get on the Gaiden chapter is a light tome, which is not very useful for us. And Douglas is not really that useful of a unit either. He's kind of cool, but he's not that fantastic. And again, there are a lot of side objectives I want to do on this chapter, so I think I'm probably just going to wind up killing him. The other option is Hugh. Unfortunately, to recruit Hugh, you have to pay him some money, which is pretty annoying. He does have the member card, so even if you don't recruit him, I would highly recommend at least stealing that from him. What's up, Heartful Peach? Welcome, welcome. Good afternoon to you too. I think we're gonna recruit Hugh, just because I almost never use Hugh, and I think it'll be kind of funny to do so. But yeah, I would not recommend recruiting Hugh. If you got the silver card, I would highly recommend stealing the member card and then basically spending all of your money to get as many angelic robes as you can possibly get. That's my recommendation. But it's up to you for sure. But again, it's not what we're going to be doing in this playthrough. So again, normally you want to dance for one of your archers and kill this idiot turn 1 because he deals a lot of damage and a lot of your units don't have very good res. He has 10 res, he's 3. Like for example, he doesn't one-shot his store, but he comes 1 damage away from one-shotting his store, so. We don't have a dancer, so we can't do that, but we do have Dorothy, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the goal of this chapter for us, again, is to promote some of our units. Also, you want to be a little bit careful with thieves. I remember doing this chapter not too long ago, and I brought this guy has 43 health, by the way. Holy fuck. I brought a thief and they died. I think they actually accidentally died to Douglas. And without a thief, you can't get all the really juicy chests and stuff. And you can't steal from Narshan, which is really important. Okay, thankfully I did math right and I don't die here. Yeah, you also need a thief. Thankfully in this game, you don't have to outspeed in order to steal, which means even any base level thief will be able to steal the gem and the Elysian Whip, or not Elysian Whip, sorry. Whatever, the boss has the thing that prevents you from taking effective damage. I can't remember the name of it. But in any case, Zeus, where are you? I'm here, Sir Gale. Is something wrong? Why did you summon me? Zeus, you must hide. What do you mean? The enemy is before us. Listen to me. General Narshan has given the order for you to be taken prisoner. What? Does he think that I've betrayed Byrne? He needs a scapegoat for his failures. He says that you worked with Milady to leak information to the enemy. With my sister, I don't even know where she is. Milady has apparently joined the Lycian army along with the princess. Milady turned to the enemy? I don't believe it for a second. Ask her yourself. She's apparently here. Would that I could go with you. But General Murdoch ordered me to observe the outcome of the battle. Cease. Get out while you still can. Talk to Milady. Sir Gale, I will not make a move until I hear Milady's story. Gale's kind of an interesting character. You'd think he would be like a recruitable character, but you can never actually recruit him. So again, one of the beauties as well of dealing with this stupid Purge Tome immediately is that he doubles Fa, and as you saw, he didn't deal any damage. I'll turn on her animation actually. She looks pretty cool. But which is great for us because it means again you can just get rid of the. This guy having 43 HP is ridiculous, by the way. I already said that, but Jesus Christ, that's a lot of health. That's a rock. Okay, that's kind of an annoying miss. I think Fur can probably just like destroy this guy. I do want to be a little bit careful. I don't want to be in this guy's range. Yeah, we're not. Can I finish if I probably don't need to use some crit thing, right? Nah, Fur's the best. Fur is the best. Yeah, Tate unfortunately still kind of sucks if I'm being honest, but okay, so hopefully we can longbow this guy. 69 hit, yikes. The problem is that this is why you have to longbow and not attack him, is he'll like to sit there, which is really annoying to deal with. This guy's a steel axe. Can I kill this guy? I'm assuming not. Yeah. Actually, man, whoever told me to put the light brine on a stall. Although actually, no, wait, this is bad. This actually isn't that. I mean, no, it's good that we have the light brine and everything, but I need to like move up. I guess Dorothy can go here and do it. Yeah, that works actually. All right. So you kill here, I guess. Getting that free chip damage is really nice. If Dorothy hits both of her attacks, I'll feel really good about the situation. If she misses one of them, this is going to get a little bit annoying because the Bolton could hit anyone. All right, Dorothy, I believe in you. Actually, it's 69 hit, right? 69 hit never misses. What am I worried about? I don't know what I'm worrying so much about. Of course that was going to hit. Every single time. That is a killing edge. Okay, that's absolutely terrifying. I have 13 defense. How much attack does he have? 25? Oh my god. He doesn't double me at least. Oh god. I have 10 luck. 25 minus 11 is 14, so crit does kill me. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we don't love that. shoot. I can't really, I mean, I can pick her up with Wade. Wade has 20 luck. I like that. 40 crit, that's so much crits. Probably he's gonna double me if I pick him up too. Oh shoot, this is really bad. He's gonna have like 30 crit against her. And then there's this guy too. Yeah, I may not have played this turn the best. I really don't want to lose Man, alright, fine. I really don't want to lose Dorothy. I finally had to have a playthrough where I actually trained Dorothy and she's pretty strong. I did not. I remember there's a guy down the middle. I think this guy has a killing axe. Yeah, I remember that. I did not remember that guy had a killing edge though. That is unfortunate. Come on, Dorothy. I believe in you. The true nobles have fled. Are you kidding me? How about my money? I haven't been paid yet. Oh, okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. 80 hit with 30 crit, by the way. That I did not play that very well, but whatever. We'll take it. We'll take it. Ding. It is kind of funny that base level Faye can just take these hits. Faye's a really interesting character in this game because she comes level 1, she only has 30 uses of her Divine Stone. And unlike a character from Myrrh from Sacred Stones, she can't like really go that crazy. I do think she's an okay unit. She definitely has some nice utility. If you go to Sakei, for example, she can, she basically takes no damage from any of the nomads, kind of like Douglas. So she can kind of like do the Douglas thing, and the Douglas thing is not the most useful thing in the world, but it's not useless. It's okay. Our army, by the way, is kind of dog shit, if I'm being honest. We have to kill this guy. This we have to do. This guy's absolutely terrifying. Okay, very nice. Good hit, good start. Very good. Okay, perfect. Never mind. What's my physic range for her? Yeah, okay. So even if I like miss and then get crit or something weird happens here, I should be able to still physic. Because I don't die or anything. If I miss, I can maybe kill with Dorothy or something. A miss here would be kind of unfortunate. Okay, we're good. But I could have physicked if like he actually got crit there, so it's okay. Although it's a little bit sketchy. Can you... Okay, if I can heal you, I'll feel good about that, or at least okay about it. I will say, our team is not the strongest. We do have Melody, but there's no Percival. We have like Lance, of course Wade is amazing, and then Dorothy's okay, but a lot of our army, especially at the moment, is still like these unpromoted kind of shitters. And yeah, we definitely, this is definitely like, we're about to, I think right after this is where you get into Ilya or Sakei, depending on which route you're going. And you definitely want to have a lot of that sort of stuff sorted out by the time you get there. Like we want to promote all of our units by that point for sure. So that guy will attack Dorothy, but now it's okay because Dorothy can actually take the hit. I'm gonna have Fa run over here because I don't want the guy to aggro toward her. Fa again does get really good bonuses from her Divine Stone, but she's not like invincible or anything. I mean, she kind of is with magic, but yeah, this might hurt. No, we're good. We are chilling. Okay, that is the last purge. How do you look fighting this guy? I do die to a crit. I mean, I have 66. It's just if that misses. I mean, we can still make this work even if it misses. If it hits, it's good though. Okay, very good. Because now I can just like flat out kill this guy and I don't have to risk. I mean, like a 20 hit with a 20 crit is like pretty minuscule, but I'd rather not if we don't have to. God, I really wish she'd get more speed. Our fur actually has like really exceptional strength. I think she has like 18 or something after promotion. And she's only level 1. 18, yeah. We've gotten, I imagine that's probably at least pretty darn strength blessed. I don't know exactly how much, I haven't looked it up, but I would imagine it's pretty far up there. Okay, there's Hugh. This is why I picked up Roy, by the way, is to get ready for the Hugh recruit. It kind of depends on how much money I have. If I don't have enough money to get him at his strongest, I probably just won't bother, but... There we go. But if we can get him at his strongest, I don't hate the idea of trading Hugh. I've never really done it before. I remember, I don't know if I've ever really trained Hugh on like the stream before, or on like something I've like a recorded playthrough. I remember one time, but I think this was before I was recording my playthroughs. I had an attempt where this was at a point where I was really trying to get the good ending on an Iron Man because I'd never done it before, and so I went to the guidance chapter of this chapter, and it has the boss of that chapter has like really strong magic berserk. And the problem was I had lost essentially all of my like staff users on that playthrough, so I had no one that could use restore. So I thought, okay, I'll recruit Hugh and then I'll maybe grind his staff rank and we can use restore with him. It didn't work. Melody got berserked and immediately killed Roy. The problem is Hugh doesn't come with good enough staff rank to like when you promote him, he only has, you know, E or whatever. So that didn't work. I lost that playthrough. Yeah, he got Roy got absolutely obliterated by Melody. But that was the only time I can ever really think that I like actively tried to use him in that way. There are eventually like thieves and stuff that are going to show up in the chapter, but they won't show up for a while. And the nice thing is the only thief that shows up in the chapter. So this is actually part of the reason that recruiting Kath much earlier is really useful, because the only generic thief that's going to show up in the chapter shows up here. So if you use my route and go to the right first and get somebody on this staircase before the thief shows up, you never have to worry about like doing this in a fast manner because thieves won't show up over here. However, if you haven't recruited Thief or Kath by this point, Kath will show up over here, and that gets really tricky because if you use my route, you're obviously extremely far away from where Kath spawns. So that's why you really want to either change the route or recruit Kath earlier, which thankfully we did, so we don't have to worry about that. But hypothetically, if Kath shows up on this chapter, it can be very frustrating. I'm assuming she's S. Yeah. I like that she has C with Bartrey on supports, even though I'm not even deploying Bartrey anymore. Hey, fella, you lead the army that's attacking the castle, right? Do you have any need of an extra mage? Well, I guess we could use more. You don't say, then today's your lucky day. Here's a mage for hire. How about it? You know a mage? Where is he? What a shitter. I was talking about myself, buddy. Hey, don't look at me like that. I'm no slouch with a spell tome. I'm all yours for 10,000 gold. 1,000 gold? That seems pretty steep. Come on, you're breaking my heart here. I need the money for my grandmother. What? Is your grandmother sick or something? Yeah, that's it. Sick is a good way to describe her. Come on, pal. So again, hey Wheelie, welcome. I'm feeling better. I do feel a bit better. My ear is still being very annoying, but I'm not in it's not painful anymore, so it's not so bad. I do want to use Hugh. Yeah, I think we're going to. I'm just curious about his we are going to spend the money if it lets me, because that would mean that I have it, but I'm kind of curious. So you can pay a bunch of different amounts of gold. Okay, so 10,000. So he loses like, it looks like he loses pretty much one in every stat the lower, yeah. Okay, so he loses one in every stat the lower you go. All right, I'll give you the money. If your grandmother's sick, then I suppose it's a worthy cause for the money. You betcha, she's so sick you don't even know. She always gets those headaches on her back. You know what I mean. It's just one of her many symptoms, each worse than the last. Okay, all the money seems to be here. We won't regret this. I know what I'm doing. I think this guy might have conned us. So Hugh is honestly not a very good unit. Like I said before, I wouldn't really recommend recruiting him. Does he have good growths at least? I'm kind of curious. No, his growths kind of suck. He has a pretty good HP growth. That's kind of nice. I will say 9 base defense for a level 15 mage is actually, well, actually it's probably not that good, but it's okay. But I don't think he's terrible. He's mostly just bad because you have to spend a bunch of money on him, and he's recruited, like, obviously this is pretty late in the game to be recruiting an unpromoted unit, but a level 15 mage does mean you can pretty much promote him immediately. And hopefully we can get him to 20. Oh, actually, so I was talking earlier about how that was the only time I can remember myself using Hugh, but there was another time. For anyone who's been watching the channel for a while, you may remember this or may not. But I think it was when we were doing our low tier playthrough. I recruited Hugh on this chapter, and I went through all the trouble of getting him to level 20, and I bought a guiding ring for him, and I was going to promote him on this very chapter. And then he got killed by one of the, I think it was one of the snipers over here, because I made a mistake and I put him in range of like 2 of the snipers or something. I do remember that. Yeah, I remember getting him all the way to level 20. I was really excited to use him, and then... So hopefully that doesn't happen, but we'll see, I guess. Okay, sweet miss. We love it. The one thing snipers are supposed to be able to do, actually hit things. We can't even accomplish that. And the damage doesn't matter because he just immediately gets healed. Love that, Dorothy. Okay, so this is also one of the benefits of bringing Merlinus to this chapter. That is our caliber. We don't want anything to do with that. This is one of the benefits of bringing Merlinus to this chapter because we just have access to our whole convoy. So if Hugh needs a weapon, for example, we can certainly get him one. Good lord, we don't look good at all fighting these mages. Holy crap. You can definitely tell, like, this game has really strong enemies, but also really strong player units, and you don't really notice, but then when you start, like, trying to use crappier units, you really start to notice just how strong the enemies are. Like, the enemy stats are crazy high. Like, look at this dude. This guy is basically just better Hugh, honestly. And he's, like, the same level, too. Like, does he want to join my army? How much would it cost for me to recruit this guy? I think I would rather have you, to be honest. I mean, I don't die. Maybe this sets up a kill for Hugh, who knows? Good lord, this is kind of pathetic, though, what we got going here. Alright. Okay, I should try out his animation, but... I mean, it took all of our units taking 1,000,000 damage and having low hit, but we did kill that guy. I really need to get Lilina up here. I decided to forego Ellen as my my 3rd healer, but we don't really have a 2nd healer because Lilina's all the way back here. I might actually go pick her up, to be honest. Tate, you're not doing anything. Can I join your army? What do your stats look like, Matt? I mean, if it's for free, then yes, absolutely. You can at least be cannon fodder. Just as long as you don't accidentally make a support with one of my important units, or you cost me any money, then yes, then you can join the army. Okay, this is another 41 health mercenary. We love those. Okay. No, Wade. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm actually kind of annoyed that he can double. A better Pegasus Knight than Thani. Oh, then you're absolutely on board. I mean, similar to Thani, it's very likely that you're gonna die, but welcome to the team. It's kind of the classic. Okay, just back up. We'll just kill Douglas next turn, I think. 56. Yours has to be better, right? Not by much. I thought it would actually be a little bit better. You can try. I can always pick you up if you don't. Nice. You know, the first couple levels, Ray was really impressing me, and he has stopped doing that recently. It's kind of sad. Then it's about awakening. You don't get 1 experience for combat when you dodge. I think some games don't do that. I want to say they actually removed that for all the most modern games, but yeah, I didn't realize that. It's kind of funny because in Thracia, for example, it's completely the opposite, where not only do you get 1 experience for like dodging or dealing no damage, but you actually get like as much experience as you would have just for hitting the enemy. And then they obviously in the new games, or at least in that game, they just removed it more than I would. It's like weird, it's like jarring, you know? Like it doesn't actually impact anything that much, but when you're used to seeing the little XP bar like pop up and it doesn't, it's like weird. I think Gaiden might not have that either. I don't know, I think some of the games don't. Although I'm not an expert on which. All right. You wanna kill Douglas? Fuck this guy. Again, the Gaiden chapter for this chapter is very annoying, and if I don't have to do it, then fuck it, I don't want to do it. I don't know why I looked at what Geese could do. Obviously, you can't do anything. Bye, Douglas. I miscalculated. Hey, you fucked with Wade, man. Don't do that. There we go. Okay, all right. You know, we all have some bad level ups here and now. There, then again, I don't know. We all have bad level ups sometimes. It's not a big deal. Just get some good ones. Both Awakening and Birthright. It's nice to just play a blind casual. I agree. I think, you know, I'm obviously pretty obsessive with Iron Manning everything and, you know, all the hard modes and stuff. But I do think part of why I do it is because, you know, I've already played the game so much. Like blind, just like playing through a Fire Emblem game is a lot of fun. I remember that that was actually part of the reason I really enjoyed Engage when it came out, was just experiencing a new game, especially the more modern ones because they're very different. I'm actually really excited. I'm like maybe not that excited to get to Awakening, but I'm really excited to try the Fates games. I'm gonna hear they're a lot of fun to work through. And I feel like that's always been like a part of my Fire Emblem knowledge that's not really there. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Glad you're having fun. That's actually kind of a part of like I really want to make YouTube videos that are more like produced, where I just like talk about something specific, and I do that, but like I really want to make ones that encompass more of Fire Emblem as a whole, because I think that's really cool, like, you know, entire series retrospectives and stuff. But because a lot of my knowledge, especially like quote-unquote expert knowledge, kind of stops after like Shadow Dragon, I kind of can't do that. So I'm sort of excited to experience those games a little bit more myself. What a way to get to... He's B with... Holy shit, he's up to B. We might actually get him to S after all. But yeah, again, I'm happy you're enjoying those games. I have 24 speed and 9 magic. She's gonna cap speed at this rate. It's funny, I finally brought my healer up here and then I forgot to heal with her. I'm a genius. We're gonna wait a minute to open that door. These mannequins are actually a pretty good source of like experience if you just want to spam them with like some major training. For example, Hugh. Although I'll probably have Tate kill the bishop. Tate needs to do something, man. I gotta do something with Tate because she is behind everyone right now so much. I think I'm gonna have her like beat the crap out of this bishop. Her and Geese really need to like find something to do, find something productive to do. Because man, do they suck. And then we'll probably just have Ray kill the mannequin slowly. Yeah, I get pretty good experience. He's up to 18. Okay, we should be able to get him to 20. I don't think with really much issue throughout the rest of this chapter. So usually the way I like to handle this chapter is to, again, stand on that reinforcement tile so you don't have to keep dealing with the reinforcements and no thieves spawn. And then basically wait out the reinforcements that are going to come from the left side. And because again, there's a couple different like Okay, no, we don't want to do that support, actually, because we want to get to S with Lilina. There's, what do you call it? There's a couple different side objectives we still want to do. Yeah, and the reinforcements come pretty fast, so trying to, like, outpace the reinforcements is pretty difficult, especially if you want to get all the side objectives. This is a chapter where there are a lot of side objectives, but unlike some other chapters I really like with side objectives, this one's not that interesting. There just isn't really anything that's like propelling you to do them really quickly. So chapter ends up being kind of boring. Reinforcements stack in this game, like if a unit is within range of their A and B support friends, so they get multiple bonuses. That's a good question. That's definitely a question for probably somebody else. I definitely can't answer that. I think it just gives you your best support. I don't think you can stack supports. That sounds really busted to me, and I feel like that isn't something you can do. But I'm not 100% sure. My guess would be that they don't stack, but I don't know for sure. Sounds kind of busted if you could just like stack a bunch of supports on top of each other. Look, that is really funny, actually. So Geese had 10 of everything. If he's gonna get one of the stats, he has to get all of them because he has to keep everything at 11. Now he has 11 in like every stat, including Constitution. Dude, this guy is so wacky. I mean, that was a good level up, don't get me wrong. I'm happy that he did that, but what the fuck? What a wacky little camper he is. Alright, we're gonna get Merlinus on here. We don't need Merlinus until the very end of the chapter, so he can kind of do whatever he wants for the time being. You do have to be like slightly careful because that bishop or that mage that just spawned at the bottom right does have bolting, but as long as you've moved to the point where we've moved at this point in the chapter, you don't have to deal with him. And thankfully he can't quite reach the chest, so when we do eventually open this door with a stall, he doesn't have to take a hit, which is nice. Check a trade's Master of None. You know, it seems that way, although he's kind of just like a shit of all trades. Maybe he'll get there, I don't know. Maybe he'll figure something out. The problem with waiting this long to promote too is that even when they're promoted, they're just level 1. But the promotion gains in this game are really good, so. Speaking of that, actually, she's kind of like that too. She has 9, 9, 9, 8. But he's like hyper consistent across the board. I guess it's better than having less than those stats in those categories, but. Master of None. Wasn't there a show called Master of None? I think there was. With, I don't know the guy's name. It's on Netflix, I think. The Manicheets in the chapter, I'm pretty sure do not move. I know there's one with a red gem that's in like the main hall. He does not move, so you can do whatever you want, and then eventually, I only saw 2 episodes. Yeah, I think I watched like, I remember it being like very okay. It was pretty good, and I think I watched like pretty much the whole first season. I don't even know if they made more. I don't remember. It's one of those shows where I do remember it being okay, and I watched a decent amount of it, but Actually, I do vaguely remember the plot. I think the main guy was like an actor, and he like acted in commercials, and it was just about his life. But I couldn't tell you what happens in the show at all. I don't know. Excuse me. Okay, Tate, why don't you come? The reinforcements here are actually a bit sketchy. Like, mercenaries are always scary. These guys can hit really hard and have hand axes. And then over here you have mages. So, well, you may think you can do some good grinding on the reinforcements. You have to be a little bit careful because they are still pretty scary. Thankfully, we have Melody. I would highly recommend to just use your stronger units if you're going to go this route and not try to, like, train your weaker units. You can get into some... This chapter is not super difficult, but you can get into some pretty hairy or sticky situations if you use some of your crappier units. I mean, that isn't to say that you can't have, like, Hugh, for example, running around getting kills. But definitely make sure you have your stronger units around here. There's also this guy who's annoying. Damn, I'm pretty sure Ray hit every single attack. That was only like a 60 hit. Pretty sure he hit every single attack. There we go. All right, all right. He's not terrible. Yeah, I think he'll turn out to be a pretty solid unit. I don't think he's gonna quite be as good as like, actually, I was about to say my other magic users, but my other magic users are this abomination and then Hugh, so he might actually be okay. You know, if anybody's seen the show called The Boys, the main character's name is Hugh, and I was just watching somebody that was talking about it, and he doesn't have pink hair, of course, but that guy actually kind of reminds me of, like, his face kind of reminds me of, maybe I'm just like imprinting, you know, it on him because I just saw something about The Boys. But hey, Tongo, welcome. It just reminds me of him. It's probably just because his name is Hugh. Are you talking smack? Good. I'm glad. I feel like I should smack talk more of our units. If they're gonna reward me in that way. Wait for season 4. Oh, of The Boys. Yeah, I'm excited as well. Although I feel like it's been a long time since I've seen season 3, so I don't remember everything that happened, but I might have to rewatch it. I know they made that like supplemental show, or I don't really know what it is, to be honest, the like Gen Z show or whatever. But I didn't get around to watching that. I heard it was good though. See a viable dark mage. That is true. Although unfortunately the stupid dark magic in this game is so slow to watch that I kind of hate it. But I do love druids. Shamans I think are okay. I think druids are one of like the coolest looking like unit types in the GBA games. They're awesome. Yeah, and these mages hit hard. We're looking at 24 magic. Might not seem like a lot, but there's not a lot of resistance to go around. There's actually very few mages in this game in general, like enemy mages. The Boys X Call of Duty collab going on right now. I don't follow Call of Duty very much at all. We're actually talking about Call of Duty a little bit. I wonder if she could have supported. I should have done that. But I did know, I was actually talking to my friends about this the other day, because we always laugh about how many like collabs are in Fortnite and how Fortnite's the ultimate thing for that. And I was watching somebody play Call of Duty, and they were like fighting Starlight, and like they had Homelander on their team, and I was like, all right. So I did know that, although I didn't know they were getting a second collab. That's interesting. Oh, Berserkers are really cool too. Yeah, I agree. Back Summoner from 8. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I think Summoner's really cool. I don't like Summoner very much. I don't know why. The Summoner animation's like weird. Like the whole like him being like chilly, and then like it's just weird to me, and I don't really enjoy summoning that much, if I'm being honest. That's a personal thing. I do think the Summoner's a really cool class, but I don't know. For me, like, I think I prefer it when you like summon ally units, as frustrating as they are. Like I really like Tanith, but I don't enjoy the Summoner class that much. But that's just me. Speaking of Summoner though, and Fire Emblem 8, there are a bunch of cool classes in Fire Emblem 8, like Great Knight, well, Ranger I guess is just Nomad Trooper, but there's some cool Mage Knight as well. There's some really cool classes in that game. Assuming you're not gonna be able to do anything here, yeah. You train some new female heroines, probably gonna be in season 4. Okay. I love how all these games are doing all these collabs, and then you have all these like these people being really annoyed that their gruff military game is now like. Isn't Nicki Minaj also like a playable like character or something in Call of Duty? It's just funny to me. It's weird. I get it. I don't play Call of Duty, so I think if I played Call of Duty, I might be annoyed by that too. But for me, the only game that does that really well is Fortnite, because Fortnite is so weird and insane, and like I don't know. I think Fortnite is very funny. Someone's in this game would have busted the. Oh yeah, Summoner. Don't get me wrong. As far as like the quality of the class, Summoner is like one of the most broken classes in all of Fire Emblem. The ability to summon units that can just like die for you infinitely is absolutely ridiculous. It's definitely like, I don't really know. I feel like I've always kind of thought like, what's the strongest class in Fire Emblem? But there's so many like new and unique classes in some of the newer games that I'm not aware of that it's hard for me to say that Summoner is like one of the best ever, but the ability to summon is really powerful. I'm ready for the Garm was Dusel. I think I would never like, if I was trying to like min-max, I would never turn a Cav into a Great Knight, but I do think the animation for Great Knight is cool, and I like them. I think I'm just gonna like pick him up. I don't really love where I put Lilina either, but I think she'll be okay. Or actually, wait, I moved all my healers, so now Milady can't be healed. Well, that was kind of stupid of me, wasn't it? Alright, it should be okay. Nicki Minaj is in Fortnite or Call of Duty, and then Eminem's in Fortnite. Dude, everything is in Fortnite, man. There's like Master Chief's in Fortnite. I played Fortnite like a tiny little bit with my friends not too long ago, and it was one of the most bizarre things I've ever. I honestly, I love it. Like, I think if I was like taking the game seriously, I guess maybe it would get annoying, but as just like a really strange experience, it was super fun. Maybe we crit. Okay, that's fine. What's your Garcia? Dusel was solid. Yeah, I like Dusel a lot. I like Garcia a lot too. Obviously, I'm sad that he died. That I died. But no, yeah, Dusel's a lot of fun to use. I'm a big fan of Dusel. You should incorporate Taylor Swift in Pala Worlds, and then we'll really be doing it. Man, we're gonna see more Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl with the big Chiefs win. I love it. I'm gonna be honest. I know people hate the whole Taylor Swift thing, and I do think that it's stupid. But I don't know. I kind of love it. Like, it's so stupid. I know there's probably like a darker, more sinister aspect to it that I'm not like thinking about. But man, the fact that they cut the Taylor Swift every time Travis Kelce scores is, I don't know. I think it's funny. Seeing Cell hit the gritty. Oh, that's right. That's right. The DBZ stuff's in there too. Hitting the gritty with Peter Griffin and Darth Vader is some comedy that cannot be explained. Yeah, I agree. I never played. I haven't played Fortnite like since it came out, and I was watching this. Oh my God, Melody's almost dead. And I was watching this Overwatch content creator that I like, and he played Fortnite for like. There was like one episode he uploaded, or one video he uploaded where he like played Fortnite, and all his like viewers were like what do you call it? Like stream sniping him and going up and dancing around him, and it was like a fever dream. It was so fucking weird. And then like I said, I played it a little bit with my friends because we wanted to try it out, and it I don't even remember the gameplay, to be honest. I think we won like one game, but it didn't matter. It was so much fun. It was so bizarre. It's free real estate. It really is. It really is. Who do you Willie, who do you want to see win the Super Bowl? And who do you think is gonna win the Super Bowl? I know we're still 2 weeks out, or I guess a week and a half out at this point, but kind of curious. It's for real estate. Yeah, Fortnite is a weird thing. I've also heard that Roblox is very bizarre because I think you can like make anything you want in Roblox, and people have made like Call of Duty in Roblox and stuff like that. Like, it's really bizarre. It might be really cool. That I don't know as much about, but it's very interesting. Chiefs over Niners? Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I am right there with you. People really hate the I feel like people really hate the Chiefs and the whole like Chiefs dynasty thing, and I don't know. I don't mind it so much. I just really don't like the Niners, but that's just me. I suppose you're a fan of the Seahawks, right? So you can kind of never root for the Niners. I can't root for them. They beat the Packers. So. If it was Detroit, I would definitely be rooting for Detroit though, even though they're obviously in our division. It's hard not to root for Detroit. I don't think I could ever root for the Bears, and I could never root for Minnesota, but I could definitely root for Detroit, and I was rooting for Detroit in their game against the Niners. Really heading in some certain direction. Yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting. I guess I hadn't realized, like, there's all the memes and stuff, but I guess I hadn't realized just how much Fortnite had leaned into it. I mean, that is Fortnite. Like, it's like unapologetically so. Like, it doesn't care. It's just like, I don't know. I kind of respect it. Tim's is a skin, but Nintendo being Nintendo, it didn't work out. Yeah, I can imagine. I only really know about, like, the Nintendo stuff through Smash and, you know, all that drama from a little while ago. But yeah, my understanding is that Nintendo is really not about people using their IPs for stuff like that. Where's Douglas? We don't talk about Douglas. Douglas is in a grave. I don't know who killed. I think Hugh actually killed Douglas. Funny enough. Douglas is dead. That actually, you know, granted, I don't really care what they put in Fortnite, to be honest, but it'd be kind of cool actually to have like a Samus. Samus is a cool character. I don't know why. I've never really played I was about to say a Samus game, like a Metroid game, but I always thought Samus was kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, I play Smash. I like her in Smash. I guess that's probably why. Generally, like occasional dynasties help support to further permeate to public consciousness. Yeah, well, and obviously from the league's perspective, they love the whole Taylor Swift thing. I think there are numbers showing. I mean, this is probably pretty obvious, but there are numbers showing that you know, they've gained, especially a lot of like female audience members, so they probably love it. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I never really minded the Patriots dynasty when it was happening. Although looking back on it, I kind of hated it. There's a slight part for me too, because Tom Brady's the GOAT. He won all the championships, whatever, who cares? But I always found him to be like very boring and like, I don't know, say what you will about Patrick Mahomes, but man, he is like, if somebody's gonna be the GOAT quarterback, I feel like I'd rather have it be Mahomes than Brady, you know? So I guess that's a part of it for me too, but. So we're getting the live action Zelda movie. Are they doing a live action Zelda movie? Wait, it's weird to even do a Zelda movie anyway. Are there any Zelda movies? To like start with a live action one is a bit odd, isn't it? It's kind of interesting. You haven't heard of the live action Zelda movie? I have not. Although I will say this about live action things, live action adaptations. Normally I think it's stupid, but, and granted I never watched it, but that One Piece adaptation, which when it first got released, I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, apparently is really good. So I'm not gonna immediately shit on it. Dorothy, can you stop missing? Jesus Christ. Thank you. Ooh, really good level up. We get defense again, by the way. I'm pretty sure Dorothy is already over her max defense at this point. I've been working on the live action film of The Legend of Zelda for many years now. It has produced many mega hit films. Weird way to put that. Interesting. Holy shit, it has like 30 million. Oh, this is back in November. Okay. So I guess they are doing a live action Zelda. I mean, cool, I guess. I don't know. Who created Morbius? I never saw Morbius, but I know it was a pretty big meme. All right, Dorothy as a level okay, Dorothy as a level 20 sniper is supposed to have 11.5 defense, which means she already has more defense. That's crazy. I don't know why she's gotten so much defense. Kind of cool, but a bit odd at the same time. So Super Bowl aside, the Patriots dynasty is probably a bit long. Yeah, definitely I think from that perspective. I also just think like, I don't know. I'm sure there are people that find the Chiefs to be really boring too, but at least at the moment, I still don't really get bored by watching Patrick Mahomes play football. But that's just me. I know many people do and many people don't like them. But for me, I still really enjoy it. But yes, I think when you get to a certain length, it's like, Okay, you know, even from the NFL's perspective, we got to stop this. But at the moment, I think Mahomes is so marketable too that they still really like it. You didn't morb? I did not morb. I wasn't down with the morb. I was trying to play it. It's weird. Should I morb? Is it like worth watching? I do like watching like pretty terrible films sometimes. When Panda said it's panoing time and panoed all over Zephiel. I do. Okay, I think that meme. I remember when Morbius came out and people were using that meme. So I do vaguely know the meme. Because I think people were using it in the chat, and I think that I would assume that's from the Morbius movie. Panoed all over. Yeah, because it was like, because he like when Morbius said it's Morbid time and then morbed all over the something like that, right? I do remember that, but I never partook. Haven't been watching poorly reviewed movies. I mean, they can be fun. I think I feel like the Morbius is probably like a fun bad movie to watch. Sometimes you get these movies that are poorly reviewed, and then you watch them and they're just like incredibly boring. Those ones really suck. But if Morbius is at least like fun bad, like interesting bad, I feel like it can be pretty fun. Obviously, it's Morbin time. And then he morbed all over the place. That's great. All right, we're pretty much at the section of this chapter where we can start just doing our major side objectives. I'm gonna let Merlin sit there for like an extra turn or two just in case. But I don't know what the last movie I watched was, to be honest. I haven't watched a movie in a while. I should watch a movie. I wanted to watch the new Miyazaki movie, but I didn't get around to it, not yet at least. I was watching, actually the most recent like thing, I was watching some Doctor Who, but man, Doctor Who is a weird show. Doctor Who is one of those shows that I really want to like, but man, I don't know. But yeah, it's been a while since I've watched a film. I don't know, I can't even think of the last like movie, actual like cinematic movie I watched, to be honest. Man, I should watch a movie. Maybe I should watch Morbius. Maybe I should watch Morbius. I guess I also watched the most recent season of The Amazing Race and Survivor. Actually, those were probably the most recent two things that I watched. At least fully. I don't know if anybody remembers Survivor, if anyone still watches Survivor. Obviously, that was kind of an older thing when it was really big, but I'm a big Survivor fan. Seen every season. And Amazing Race. I like Amazing Race too. And Big Brother, to be honest. I'm kind of obsessive with those kind of shows. Although I haven't seen as much Big Brother as the other ones. Wade's just out here obliterating people. Brave Lance, very nice. Alright, so we're gonna start moving Merlinus now. Now, this guy does not move, although I'm always a little bit worried. We need to wait until Athos gets over here so we can steal his red gem, so we still have a little bit of time to do whatever. A movie that I'll never get tired of is Dragon Ball Super Broly. This piece of art ever released. I've never seen any DBZ stuff, except I watched DBZ Abridged when I was a kid, but I've never actually seen any like DBZ stuff, so I'll take your word for it that that's amazing. I did watch I don't really watch anime anymore, but I did watch Evangelion. I think it's like Neon Genesis Evangelion not too long ago. I really like that. I thought that was really good. And then I watched this other show that apparently inspired it, called like Devilman Crybaby, I think that's what it was called. Which I definitely wouldn't have watched on my own, but my friend told me that it inspired it. And that show is really weird too, but I like that too. But no, I've never seen. I will take your word that Dragon Ball Super Broly is really fantastic, but I haven't seen it. Should we use Zeus? We could use Zeus. I feel like I'm already using so many different like meme units, but oh, that's actually perfect. Let's do that. Yeah. What even is a Broly? I'm not the man to answer that question. I'm assuming it is a Super Dragon Ball Z individual. Unless that's like a meme on Broly that I don't understand, in which case, never mind. I love the part where Broly says it's Brolying time, and then he Brolyed all over the place. That was my favorite part of that movie. Quick kill here. We don't die if we miss. The movie consists of like half an hour of flashbacks and an hour of non-stop battling. Oh man, that sounds amazing. I mean, like I said, I've never seen any DBZ, but I imagine, maybe not the flashback part, but I imagine that's pretty much all DBZ is. Which is probably dope if that's what you want. Non-stop battling. That sounds amazing. Oh, I don't know why I sent Milady back there. I need her to recruit Zeus, but whatever. Imagine a broccoli, but insanely jacked. Imagine a broccoli. Wait, now I have to look this up. So he's a person, right? Broly. Dragon Ball Z Broly. Oh, so he's like Goku, but yeah, he's got green hair and he's like huge. Wait, I think I actually might have watched like a minute of this movie now that I think about it. I was watching TV one night and I think this was like on and because I remember this guy. Does he like turn out to be a good guy? Maybe it was something else. I don't remember. Even break the space-time continuum and keep on fighting. Hey, man, that sounds great. What a great movie. What a great movie. Hugh, by the way, I didn't mention this, but both of his level ups thus far have been quite good. So maybe Hugh will actually wind up being okay. It'd be really cool if we get him to level 20 here, but I don't think that's going to be a possibility. What level is he? 17. I could just promote him, although I kind of want to wait. DBZ Broly, who's quite old and non-canon, and DBZ Broly, who's the exact opposite. And yes, he's a good guy. Okay. I think there's a character in DBZ called Frieza, right? I think does like Frieza, did they like fight Frieza in that movie? And like, I think I did watch like 10 minutes of this. And it was just straight up fighting, and I was like, what the fuck am I watching? And then I think I stopped, but you see Broly just rampages for fun and destroys a few planets. Alright, you gotta respect that, you know? You gotta find fun where you can get it. My entire information of DBZ revolves around how much I remember from the like little bit of Dragon Ball Z abridged I watched when I was a kid. So he's just in the movie and got completed. I'm pretty sure I've seen like 10 minutes of that movie. I'm pretty sure. That's funny. I'm slightly worried that this guy's gonna move once I start attacking him. I don't think he does, but I'm like slightly nervous that he will. And he would definitely one-shot my units if he did. The only thing else I know about Frieza is that there's like this weird TikTok dance, or at least there was at one point, and it like involves Frieza doing this a weird like little dance motion. That's the extent of my knowledge. What are the Dragon Ball fan club? Well, it's good to be here. It's good to be here. I definitely know a lot of what I'm talking about, let me tell you. I am an expert on all things Dragon Ball Z. Sick miss, we love to see that. I could be doing this a lot more efficiently, but, you know, eh. Okay, so I want your stuff, yeah, and then... So again, you really want to steal from this guy because the Delphi Shield is extremely important. It can basically make probably Milady, but anyone you want. Really, really strong. Any flyer. So we really want that. Zeus up there? Yeah, Zeus is in the top left corner. I'm not going to break this wall until we get Melody up there. Again, I really shouldn't be using Melody to do what I'm doing in the middle because she needs to be up there, but we don't have a lot of like cavalry, so. Actually, here, why don't we steal that guy because then we can just kill him. I mean, you have to like hit him to actually kill him, but yeah. We're getting there. Oh man, he's gonna have to kill him because he needs 2 experience. Wait, I might have him just like bonk Zeus a tiny bit just to get the experience he needs for 20. So I feel like I'm gonna waste a bunch of this experience. Kept steps before even joining. I think I can check. I'm pretty sure his strength is close, if not capped. God, dude, these Hue level ups have been amazing, by the way. He might actually turn out to be a really strong unit. Not quite capped, close though. Yeah, the Z stats are pretty incredible. I just brought Athos over here to steal the red gem, and then I just didn't steal the red gem and I killed him. All right, well, you're supposed to steal a red gem from that enemy. I am stupid, so I did not. But in an ideal world, he would you'd be up 1 red gem. Thankfully, we can steal the blue gem. At least I remember to do that. God damn it, that was pretty stupid. Oh well, we're down some money. It's all right. We'll make it work. Okay, Zeus, I need you to come over here really quick. Because I need Ray to just like whack you for a hot, just 1 second. Although Ray might get doubled here. This might not work. I don't know. Pink top dollar means gross. I don't think, at least according to Serenus Forest, it doesn't affect his gross. I think it's just his bases. Pretty sure. Well, I could be wrong about that. Well, my plan this chapter was to hopefully get Geese to promotion and Tate, and I haven't even come close to accomplishing either of those goals, so in that sense, this chapter's been a bit of a failure. Zeus goes hard. Zeus is a pretty cool name. Perfect, just hit him. Nice, okay. Alright, Ray's level 20, so we can promote him. Good level up too, alright. He came around. Some of the middle level ups were a little awkward, but Ray really figured it out toward the end. Melody, Zeus, what are you doing here? I've been accused of betraying Burn. Oh no! I feel I am at fault for this. Sir Gale said that you had joined the enemy. I couldn't believe it, but now I see it with my own eyes. Why? Why did you betray Burn? I never betrayed Burn. I have always served Princess Guinevere. You throw away everything, your homeland, your family. Even your beloved Gale, for the princess. For that obstinate princess who betrayed her own brother. Enough, Zeus. I will not tolerate you insulting Princess Guinevere. It is the princess, not the king, who works for the good of Burn. At first I was angry and confused that she did not tell me more. But now that I am again at her side, I understand. She's not mistaken. Sir Gale was right. What, Gale? He said that he wouldn't move until he heard your side. He did? I'm not sure yet if I agree with you, but I know I can trust you. Zeus, what does that mean? If the leader of the Lycian army will allow it, I will go with you. I want to see the princess that moved you so. So yeah, Zeus is pretty cool. To be honest, you can just give him like 3 levels and then promote him, and he's a pretty strong unit, to be honest. Yeah. I just said to be honest twice, but yeah, he can be pretty good. I almost never train him, but not because he's bad. Part of it is that you need Zeus alive for one of the Gaiden chapters, and training Zeus and having basically another Melody who can't use the Delphi shield is very sketchy, so. Should we Lolita and Roy? I can show you their support conversation really quick. Roy, I'm sorry about before. I was reminiscing about before the war. It's all changed. I need to accept that nothing will ever be the same. No, some things will never change. Like what? Like us. We'll always be together. Aw, huh? Don't worry. Walt killed himself for this. We can't go back to the past, but we're the ones who will build the future. We'll make the future as good as, no, better than the past. Ha ha ha! What? It's you talking like that. Are you trying to charm me? Was it that obvious? Yeah, I guess it was a little overly grand. But really, thanks, Alina. And you're right, we'll be together forever, of course. All right, well, I guess that worked out. If you want to see their stats, Lena is still an absolute monster. So I decided to hide in this unfinished part of the castle. Yeah, I don't know why Cease is over here and where the fuck Gale went. There's just this long strip here. It's very odd. All right, so here, take the member card. And then that's pretty much all we have to do at this point. Specifically played Fire Emblem 6 and got the idea for Inside Man from Z's. Wow. I like the idea of him playing Fire Emblem 6. That's really funny. I wonder if there's any chance that Hugh can fight this boss. I definitely feel like he can't. Even Dorothy doesn't look so good. Although we can just hope for a crit. Dorothy critting this boss would actually be like pretty hype. But also Wade killing this boss would be pretty hype. So kind of torn between that at the moment. Okay, let's not physic the person that's right next to us. That would be not very useful. So they are now, yeah, they're A. Which is great. Should also be a Hero's Crest and a Knight's Crest in this chapter. Yeah, we want that. Because Alan still has yet to promote. Could also potentially do this with Lena, because you can Air Caliber. Although I don't have Air Caliber on her right now. Never mind, let's not do that. Okay, that's pretty good. I really want to crit though. Alright, I'll let Dorothy do it. I really want to crit. A crit would go hard. Hero's Crest, which we do want, probably for Geese. Although at this stage, it's kind of feeling like that ship sailed, but I'm strong, I'm wise, I'm beautiful, and most importantly, I'm right, always. Me, no one else. Alright, Narshan, calm down, buddy. Ow. Crit. That's alright. You got more chances, Dorothy, I believe in you. So directing movies are going to Nick's games, he's playing Fire Emblem. Dude, that's a dope life. Direct some movies. Go watch the... I guess watching the Knicks isn't that much fun, but then play some Fire Emblem. It's like all equally cool things to be doing. You gotta love that. Alright, let's secret shop it up. Wait, no, who has my... Oh, shoot. Oh, no, the blue gem's in my convoy, that's right. Probably don't need the body ring. Probably don't need the talisman, and then don't need the blue gem, and then we need the silver card. Okay, let's not sell the member card or the silver card. That would be a disaster. Okay, so we need a guiding ring. We need. I think that's it. We have a Elysian whip for Tate. I don't think I care about Zeus. We have an Elysian whip for Tate. We have a Hero's Crest for Geese. Technically, I could also promote Rutger and get a Hero's Crest for him because he's level 17, but I think I just don't care at this point. So I think we're just going to spam Angelic Robes with the rest of it. Should Volter in a 1v1 seems more fucked up in the head. Yeah, they're probably pretty similar. I feel like I'm more scared of Volter. Like, Narshan just kind of seems like an idiot, you know? Whereas Volter is like cunning and like Narshan doesn't really give off that like cunning, you know what I mean? Like he just seems like an idiot. Whereas Volter is like very dangerous. Are the Knicks decent this year? I think they're really, I have not been following it either, but I think they're actually like really good. I think they have one of the best records in the East. But yeah, I have not been following it very much either. I probably won't until probably the playoffs start, to be honest, really follow much of it. All right, let's do a promotion. Forgive Volter for killing Garcia. Damn, that's rough. We hate Volter. All my homies hate Volter. +4 magic. I don't know if he needed that, but we'll take it. All right, yeah, he's kind of a beast. It doesn't get weighed down by Flux, which is really dope. Vulture's definitely satanic. He's definitely something. That's for sure. Definitely got a few screws loose. Vulture's got to be like one of the scarier villains in like all of Fire Emblem, I would say. He is something. We could like maybe scrounge up enough money for like one. How much does the Divine sell for? We should probably scrounge up enough for like one more Angelic Robe. I can maybe do that. I really want to see this crit. Comments about Erica is just creepy. Yeah, he's definitely really creepy. He definitely wants to like chop up Erica and like ingest her. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Let's go, Dorothy. No, I will not be defeated. Not by you, miserable. Gah. Not by you, miserable, huh? What, huh? The Chad Dorothy. Look at this big level up here too. We didn't get defense that time. He has really awesome music, by the way. That music's awesome. Yeah, give me like Steel Blade is useless. Probably past the point of the hammer being useful, and the halberd. Okay, perfect. We'll have a little bit of money left over. I'll buy one more Angelic Robe. Again, I would highly recommend buying as many Angelic Robes as possible. They're really powerful. Dorothy catches strays. She is. She always is. It's alright. She's confident in who she is. Look at that face. That's the face of confidence. Alright, I think we have everything we need here, or everything we wanted. So let's get out of here. Princess Guinevere, I must speak with you. The attack on Byrne will begin after we finish in Etruria. Did someone already tell you? No, I simply knew that it would come to this eventually. We cannot leave Byrne unopposed any longer. I know it will be painful to see your homeland invaded, but Roy, I want you to have this. What is it? Byrne's greatest treasure, the Fire Emblem. Again? What? In southern Byrne lies a temple called the Shrine of Seals. Within it lies the Sword of Hartmut, founder of Byrne. Is it a legendary weapon? Yes, the most powerful of them all, in fact. It was made to slay the leader of the dragons in the Scouring. Its power is so immense that it had to be sealed away after the war. The Fire Emblem is the key to accessing it once more. Key. My brother is forcing the world into submission with military might. I cannot forgive him, no matter his reasons. All we must do to stop him is defeat the dragons he commands, Princess Guinevere. I will be remembered in infamy as a traitor to my nation. No. The people will resent me for the rest of their days. Roy, promise me one thing. When we invade Byrne, do not harm any civilians. I wasn't planning on doing that anyways, Guinevere. I will not, I promise you. Thank you. Do you think Roy murders civilians? After Roy captures Aquelia, other Etrurian forces flock to the Loyalists, forcing out the revolutionaries. Rurtz and Arcardo are driven out of Etruria. They flee north to Ilia, which is under Byrne's control. The Frozen Highlands is a land with short summers and long winters, with so little arable land. Arable land, okay. The nation's main source of income is mercenary contracts. The now free Kingdom of Etruria joins forces with the Lycian army, now a joint force under the name of the Etrurian army. Their first mission is to enter Ilia and finish off the revolutionaries. After that, they plan to launch a direct attack on Byrne. Also, Fuxake. Roy, nominated as leader of the Etrurian army, has the powerful support of the St. Elamine Church. With the church's support comes also the support of the people. However, Roy has to face not only the freezing cold of Ilia, but also the elite troops under Murdoch, head of Byrne's Wyvern generals. Even worse, many skilled mercenary knights of Ilia have sided with Byrne. To begin, Roy heads for Castle Remy, located on the Ilian border. The mercenaries they hire out? Probably a lot of peg knights. This first chapter is kind of interesting because, well, it's mostly just pretty easy and boring. But there is a sleep bishop guy here that you have to worry about a little bit. The like gimmick of this chapter is that after, I don't actually know how long it takes, but eventually this path in the ocean is gonna open up. Actually, this chapter isn't too weird. Both the first Ilya and the first Sakai chapter have are kind of similarly, like, not necessarily boring, but kind of generic in comparison to where you're going, because you have to like get to either Sakai or Ilya. It is turn turn 6. Okay. So this is not a very good training chapter. I mean, I think you can probably manufacture it to be a pretty good training chapter, but I probably won't use this to train very much. Although I would like to get Hugh to 20 if we can. We can bring Garrett, I guess. Oh, let's bring another healer. Okay, so Hugh. Wait, I'm so stupid. I didn't buy. Oh my god. I was supposed to buy a second guiding ring for Hugh. That was the whole point. I just didn't. That's a bummer. When do we get our next guiding ring? Let's see. What chapter? This is chapter 16. 18A. There's a village in 18A with a guiding ring. Oh god, that's not for like 2 chapters. Or wait. Oh no, that's the next chapter. Oh, that's not so bad. Okay, so we get it on the next chapter. Man, that was pretty dumb. I should have bought one, but it's fine. We really don't need to stall. Yeah, we can bring Faye. Faye's cool. Okay, so distributing the... You can distribute the newly acquired angelic robes pretty much however you want. I would highly recommend giving at least 2 to Roy. I think that's a good idea. I'll probably give like 2 to Lelina, and then I don't know who wants the last one. I think Tate might be a good idea. We still have the boots, by the way. I still have done nothing with them. I think I'm just gonna boots Melody. I don't know, it's kind of boring. Should we just boots Wade? We can boots Wade, why not? This is the Wade playthrough. I'm down. We say trading other units. That is true. We still have Geese and Tate that are very far away from promoting. We definitely want to focus on them. The list of mercenaries from Ilya in this era are Sagoon, Tate. Yeah, that's right. Thani, Noah, Trek, and Hugh. Wait, Hugh? Okay, so that's a winning business model. Yeah, those are some shitters for sure. Wait, Hugh is a mercenary from Ilya? That's interesting. Zealot, I think, is one too. Guess that's a winning business model. Who wants to hire these shitters? Okay, you should get the Delphi shield, obviously. Who has the? It should probably still be a, yeah. No Rutger. No, I honestly could just promote Rucker and he would be a useful unit, but I don't know, he's boring, whatever. We have fur anyways. So we're chilling. Okay, you take a heal staff. Actually here, Faye, there's actually some shops in this chapter, although we really have no money because of what we did last chapter, but why don't you take the silver card? Maybe you can do something with it. Alright, we have a Silverlance Paladin, some other scary units. I'm kind of getting this feeling. Oh, actually, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. There is one unit that we can now bring that I completely forgot about. I even said I was going to forget about him because we can now promote Alan because we finally got a Knight's Crest. So, Faye, why don't you just give Roy? Actually, it's probably best to have the silver card on Roy. Okay, so let's do that because now we can finally promote Alan. All right, let's run it. I am kind of getting the feeling that characters like Tate and Geese may just never be promoted, but we'll see. Narshan has fallen then, so it seems. General Murdoch, I still feel uncomfortable that we didn't go to his aid. The king's orders explicitly said to leave him on his own. Burns' army is no use for a man who cannot manage his own messes. So Murdoch, what will become of us? Arcardo, I leave Castle Remy to you. Rhodes, you will take Castle Edessa. Make preparations to defend against the enemy. What? Remy is right on the border. The enemy will be here in a short time. That much is true. But this position, man, my nose is super itchy. Sometimes my beard like itches or like tickles my nose and it becomes really itchy. But this position gives us an invaluable strategic advantage against Etruria. You must ensure that this castle does not fall into enemy hands. Murdoch, why don't you go defend something? Like, he keeps just like running away and letting people die. Edessa lies all the way in the outer tundra of Ilia. Yes, so you will have ample time to prepare your defenses. You intend only to take the defensive? You don't mean to take back Etruria? We'll play the waiting game for now. We will take Etruria someday. And once we do, it will be under Byrne's jurisdiction. What about you? Or what about us? That's not what we agreed upon. Then perhaps you should find a way to make yourself useful. You've done nothing to deserve such, remuneration? Remuneration. I'm not sure. If you'll excuse us. Those who will surely be killed. Should we really be leaving then? We're not to blame if they fall. It is their own incompetence. Our army's code states that every officer must be capable of being self-sufficient. Perhaps they should have considered that before joining us. The enemy leader, Roy, was it? Yes, Roy of Foray. I admit he has rebuilt the Lycian army magnificently. I thought it was finished until, oh my god, I can't read. I thought it finished after we crushed it for the first time. But then that Wade guy showed up, and oh my goodness. I hope to cross blades with him before the war is finished. I think I've lost some brain cells or something. We will soon approach the Etrurian border. Thank you for everything, Father Yoder. We've only made it this far thanks to the assistance of the church. I'm only repaying your favor. Had you not captured Aquelia, we would suffer great persecution from Byrne. This is nothing compared to what you did for us. It was my pleasure to help the church. If I may be so bold, can I ask you one more favor? Of course, if I am capable. If you discover anything else about the dragons, say no more. If I find anything new, I will report to you immediately. You have my eternal thanks. Oh yes, I have some information that may be of use. At a certain time of day, the sea level drops, exposing a cross... Oh, cross... I thought that's a cross blade. A sandbar? A crossable sandbar. It would take time to make your way around the bay to the castle. However, crossing the sandbar would be a direct journey. I'll bear it in mind. However you choose to proceed, please be careful. Rushing forward has its dangers as well. Thank you for your advice. Not at all. May the Etrurian army go with Saint Elamine's blessing. I'm gonna be honest, if I were Roy, granted this sandbar is gonna work out for us and we are gonna be using it, but I would not trust this sandbar in the middle of the ocean. Like, that does not seem like a very, I don't know, it seems a little sus, but seems kind of funky for no reason. Yeah, it's a little weird. Those are the funky characters. Alright, so we promote Alan, who is pretty good. And more importantly, has A support with Lance, which means now Lance is going to become a much stronger unit. I mean, he's been obviously useful in our army throughout, but he's going to become a little bit stronger himself, which is really nice. Taking military tactics from an archbishop, probably not a great idea. Probably not a great idea. Again, it is going to work out for us, so, you know, we appreciate him, but if I were in Roy's position, I'm not sure I would quite have that trust. I wish I still had the Horse Slayer, but whatever. Our Milady is really good, as Milady always is, but she's actually a little bit slow. Like, I don't know if she's necessarily speed screwed, but I think she only has like 15 speed or something, which, again, for Milady is actually a bit low. So that's why she's not like doubling this guy, for example. 16, okay, which is still, again, a good amount, but it's not as good. Like, she's usually doubling everything. I'm actually a little bit curious if she's screwed. Where's Milady? Okay, well, that was not a great level up. Okay, Milady with hard mode bonuses. Oh, wait, this is without hard mode bonuses. Oh, I think it's not going to show me with it. Well, even without hard mode bonuses, she's supposed to have 16 at this point, so I think she's probably a little bit screwed, but it's okay. See stats probably. Yeah, I wouldn't trust this man. I also forgot to use the angelic robes I gave him. I would not trust that man doing that. I haven't seen his stats. That's fine. Oh, wow, I could have just killed flat out with Wade. Well, thankfully the Killer Lance guy is gone. What does this guy have? Just Steel Lance Javelin? Okay. I mean, maybe I can kill him. I can at least hit him a bunch. This is where having a dancer would be extremely nice, because we could just dance for somebody and still kill. There is this guy, but Clarion actually has good res, so I think we're okay. Does he have like Air Caliber or something? No, just Thunder. Should be alright. I'm not worried about it. Again, this chapter has 2 paths, but I always just go this way. Most of these units won't actually come attack you if they're not aggroed, like these paladins, for example. You do have to fight some of these calves in the back, but they're not too bad. And you can also pretty much avoid like these ballistas completely, because they overlap all this stuff. But other than this one, which you do kind of have to contend with, you don't really have to worry about the ballistas, which is nice. So I do prefer going this route. Now, of course, Mildy can just go kill the ballistas if you want with her Delphi shield, but you know. Okay, like I just wanted to die to Clarion, whatever. Oh, this mage doesn't move. Okay. I did not realize that, but it's fine, I guess. I deal 2 damage. It's not great. Yeah, God, it's so hard to find Tate kills. Like, everybody else is strong enough to kill most units, and Tate isn't strong enough to really do much of anything, which is not great. At least you can visit the house with the best of them. Are you fighting against Burn? Then please take this staff. It was once used by the noble Lady Tina. So this is another one of the like named weapons in this game. The Tina staff, I believe, is just mend, if I remember correctly. Like, I think it literally just does mend, so it does like 20 health. I could be wrong about that though. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, it's just another healing staff. I mean, we like staves, and getting a free heal staff is not, you know, nothing. Alright, I'll use my first robe. Use my first robe here as well. I think those are the only 2 people I gave robes to. Clarion having a robe actually would not be a bad idea now that I think about it. I might wind up giving her my final one. I have one more and I'll probably just save it. You can also, oh, we got magic. You can also robe Nime, and it's not a terrible idea. Could even go just kill this guy. It's an autographed men. Autographed by Tina herself. Whoever the fuck that is. That's funny. I may as well just go kill this ballista. You have to wait till turn 6, like I said, for the sandbar to open up, so. This is obviously like, well, I was about to say it's not the most efficient way to handle the chapter, but honestly it might be, because going around the right side does take a while. I believe this guy is Purge. Yeah, you do have to be a little bit careful of that. If you keep some of your weaker units in the back, they could wind up dying to that. There's also a guy with Sleep next to the boss. So either bringing a Restorer or just like being careful on who gets slept can be useful too, but there really isn't anything pressing on this chapter. Like, you're not going to suddenly die to reinforcements or anything, so. Okay, do we think that Geese can actually do a round in the arena? Let's see if this hits. There's no way I double here, right? I should probably just get out of here. No. Okay. The answer was no, for anybody wondering. That was probably like one of the cheapest fights I could find too, and he still looked that bad doing it. Ooh, another magic. I like that. At least Hugh's holding his own. He's gonna deal 13 damage because he's terrible. How much? Yeah, actually, how much defense? Wow, he only has 19 attack. What's the might? Oh my god, he is garbage. He's so bad. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. The fact that he's only dealing that much to a shaman is, like, pretty atrocious. Alright, so now Roy has 42 health. which still means he could potentially die, but it makes a lot of the stuff you do a lot safer. The thing is, like, you don't have to give the robes to Roy. In fact, if you're playing the game well, like, Roy will basically never need those robes, but there's flying units in this game, there's a decent amount of siege tomes, and there's a decent amount of ballistas, and when you combine all that together, giving him enough HP to at least survive like a hit from anything it's pretty useful. It makes the game a lot safer, although again, it's not necessary. So I would recommend doing it, especially if you're doing an Iron Man. If you're not doing an Iron Man, you probably don't have to do it. Probably better off on somebody else, but if you're doing an Iron Man, I would definitely recommend, if you do buy some robes, giving some to him. At least 1 or 2. Once he gets over like 35 health, he can pretty much take a hit from anything. I kind of want to kill this guy just because he'll start purging her, which I actually like. Because I need to start getting rid of his stupid purges. I might even be able to just kill him with Melody next turn. Yeah, I don't hate that. Although Melody's res is not good. Might be a little bit dangerous, actually, now that I think about it, but I think it'll be okay. How much attack does Purge have? 25. 7 res. That's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I always think this chapter, once you either go to Ilia or Sakai, once you start these chapters, you're really starting, like, not necessarily the end game, but this is where the game really starts ramping up. Because by the time you get to the later stages of Sakai or Ilia, you're starting to fight like a lot of promoted enemies. So, I know this is gonna sound dumb because I have still multiple units that I haven't promoted, but I would definitely recommend getting everybody promoted by this point. Him backing up is kind of annoying because now I can't go after him. It's okay. Should probably go heal Melody anyways. I'll just get out of here for now. What turn is it? 5, okay. One more turn. We're getting there. Okay, perfect. Lord Ricardo, a path has appeared in the sea. What? According to the locals, the tide pulls out this time of day. And you didn't know about this sooner? Lord, we're foreigners here. We don't know this land. Curses. Charge. Don't let the enemy, don't allow the enemy to cross that path. Lord Roy, we have a report. Did the sandbar appear? Did the sandbar appear? Roy, you're literally standing right next to it. Yes, Father Yoder was right. Did the enemy know about it? Actually, no. They seem to be in a panicked state. All right, then, let's not waste this opportunity. Move forward. Roy, you were literally standing right next to the sandbar. What do you mean, did it open up? Roy is literally blind. I'm legally blind. All right, everybody over the sandbar. Except the little crew down here who still have these idiots to deal with. Assuming I don't look very good fighting this guy now. I mean, not terrible, but not great. I really don't want Melody to be back here. Like, I want her to be helping out in the front, but Foreigner's army were enough to stop him completely. Well, the thing is, it feels like there's so many opportunities. Like, what Murdoch is doing with these guys, and I know he describes it as like, well, if the individual commanders can't take care of themselves, then they deserve to die. But man, that is not a good way to function. Like, that's not a good way to command your army. Like, if Murdoch would just stay at one of these places, even with how strong our army is right now, actually we might be able to fight him now, but... Or man, if Narshan had just stayed, rather than continuously sending out like joke commanders to all the places we went to. But thankfully for Roy, the burn army is pretty silly. Just a silly place. I mean, we might be able to do the entire rest of this chapter, to be honest, without having to deal with the purge guy. Trying to throw the Hail Mary with the demon dragon. That's true. That is true. Yeah, it kind of feels like they just don't care. I suppose when that's your whole plan, then whatever, but comedy drama. It's something. It is certainly something. The burn army definitely seems powerful, but they also seem pretty stupid. Which is definitely beneficial for us. Although obviously you could make the argument in any Fire Emblem game, given how strong most of the units are, that if the Black Knight had just, you know, fought Ike in the same way that that he fought Grail at the beginning of Path of Radiance, you know, none of that bullshit would ever happen. So, although obviously there's reasons in certain situations as to why stuff doesn't happen. But the point is, like, if these people really wanted to, they could just go murder everybody themselves. So he just wants to kill all humans. Yeah, that's pretty much his plan, right? It's just killing everybody on the planet. He's very, I don't know what the word is. I was gonna say pessimistic. I mean, I guess that's being pessimistic, but I do think Zephiel's kind of a cool, like, bad guy. He's not trying to, like, well, I guess most of the bad guys are just trying to, like, blow up humanity. But in Zephiel's case, he's just, like, extremely disillusioned because his daddy tried to kill him, or his stepdaddy. I don't know. Which I respect. Haven't we all now and again thought, you know, what if the world just burned down? Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, it would be. Don't do that, but, you know. Man, could we really not kill, like, 2 calves? Oh my goodness. Alright, what's your range? Okay, so you can sleep anybody you want, and he probably will do so in a second here. I do kind of want to move a little bit quicker than I am, but don't really have much choice at the moment. I really need to give Lance a stronger weapon, because, man, he cannot one-round anyone with these stupid iron weapons that I have on him right now. And the owl sword is not doing it. I mean, I guess Fire Emblem 6 is a guy trying to blow up the world. Fire Emblem 7 is a guy, I guess, in Nurgle, who I think is also trying to blow up the world. Fire Emblem 8, they're trying to summon a Demon King. I mean, at least Zephiel isn't, like, trying to summon a Demon King, necessarily. He's just trying to, like, have the dragons blow up the world. But it's kind of the same thing. Surrender Strangers 20 years ago saved me once, but my daddy told me to put back the stuff I wanted to buy from the store, so I want to kill everyone. Yeah, that's about Zephiel in a nutshell. I have this idea for a complicated villain. Yeah, I don't know. The whole Zephiel Fire Emblem 7 thing, I think does undermine this a little bit. It's kind of interesting in the sense that, like, you know, he wasn't always this monster, and at some point he wanted to, like, he was just a normal kid, and it was like the world and his circumstances that messed him up, and yeah, that's kind of cool and interesting, but I don't know. It kind of comes off as a little weird. my daddy wouldn't buy me the stuff from the store. That's really funny. I do have restore. I'll restore him. Yeah, why not? I think we have enough restores basically for the entire rest of the game. So one of the great things about going Ilia, not Sakai, is that we don't have to do that stupid Sakai Gaiden chapter that I hate so much. Part of why that chapter sucks is because there's some really annoying Berserk and Silence guys, and we don't have to deal with that. So. Ooh, I didn't heal Tate. Yikes. I mean, she's okay, but it's yikes for me, dog. God, I should really just promote Tate, but eh. Oh yeah, I forgot about those guys. So in an ideal world, what you want to do for this chapter, you can just bait out the reinforcements, but you can also get on these fort tiles pretty easily, so. Oh my god. You can see just how much magic all the like enemy promoted magic users have in this game. I mean, this dude has a 100% sleep on Alan. And granted, Alan's resistance is absolute dog shit, but still. Okay, so let me heal Tate. Actually, you should probably do it. And then I'm assuming you can't do what I need you to do. Ah! Well, I guess it doesn't. Yeah, I can get on one of the forts, I think, right? Like, I'm a little bit worried about the archer spawning, but I think it's okay. Okay, I'm down. Oh my god, I hate Tate. I hate Tate. I knew she was gonna miss. I knew it. I wish I hadn't done that. All right, that's okay. We can make that work. Man, Tate. Tate's been trolling me since I started trading her. Not as much as Dorothy, apparently, who just missed at 92%. That is somehow worse. I don't know why we all need to out-Tate Tate. That doesn't seem like a very good idea to me, but, you know. So... Oh god, I need to pick up Tate. Can you pick up Tate? Okay, thank god. Let's pick up Tate. Let's shoot this guy. Well, this has become a little bit more annoying now with that Tate miss. Probably just shouldn't have done that, to be honest, but... Can you really not get... Oh my god. I'm telling you, I gotta get Lance a better weapon. Just a Panda Classic. It's the Fire Emblem 6 Classic, man. It happens all the time. It's so annoying. Alright, then we'll finish this guy off. Oh, I actually double someone. Holy shit. Well, I was hoping for this turn to go a little bit smoother with us being able to get on the forts, but Tate had other ideas. It's okay. We should be able to make this work. Hopefully. Okay, it should be okay. This is the last turn of sleep too from the guy. I was really hoping that he would sleep somebody else and not somebody important, or at least useful like Alan, but... Oh, that's a nice crit. That's a good crit. This guy would have probably just gotten healed, or I would have had to use another unit to kill him, so... That's nice. I'll give him that. I appreciate that. Clearance should be good. Clearance pretty strong. I'm curious who he's gonna sleep. Okay, these Pegasus Knights shouldn't really be a problem for us, I don't think. We're sleeping Ellen. I mean, okay. A little weird, but alright. 100. Yeah, this is... It's funny because this game, unlike Thracia, which legitimately can't have 100%, you can have it in this game, but you may as well not, yeah. Or it may as well be impossible because you never see it. Okay, so if we go something like... Can you... You can't get on a fort, but that's okay. Can you kill this guy? I can get Lance on a fort at least. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start here. I mean, honestly, if we had a 100% chance to hit, we would still somehow miss, like straight up. I guess, no, Geese can't do anything. Actually, Geese can help me out here, because that way I don't have to move Fur. I can have Fur actually do something. Well, Fur do this. It's another position where the Dancer would be amazing, because we could use the Dancer to move twice, but that's okay. I don't want to aggro those guys if I don't have to, so why don't we just do this? I mean, sure, we can do a little bit of damage. Maybe, and he only has a 17% chance to hit me. Okay, not bad. Not terrible. How close is Ellen to being like purged by this guy? Still probably pretty far off. Maybe next turn, but I can pick her up then if we're like really desperate. Do I want to wake up Alan? I don't think it's a terrible idea. So we can like wake up Alan and then have Roy go up here so that we're in. It's actually not terrible, but unnecessary because we can just do this with Alina. And then Alan, I really just want you to be in support range, so just go over here and kind of chill. I didn't realize that guy had a Horse Slayer, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, 2% is, you know, 2%. The combination of Lance having a lot of base avoid and being on a fort and being in a support range with Alan pretty much makes him unkillable right now. Shouldn't say that, no one's ever unkillable, but you know, it's as close as you can get basically. Yeah, these Pegasus Knights aren't too bad. I guess hypothetically, if you wanted to stop all the reinforcements, you could go to the right with some part of your army, deal with the units over there, and then step on those fort tiles, and then have everybody else go on the land bridge. Like, these Pegasus Knights really aren't that scary, so I don't think it's necessary to do that, but it could be a strategy you could use if you just really didn't want these units to spawn. I think there is, I don't know if it's this game or if it's a different game, but I think there is something with the AI where the AI doesn't understand like the Delphi shield. So like that, missed another 92 by the way. So like that archer, for example, attacking Milady seems a bit odd when she probably has like my highest magic of any unit. But I think the AI doesn't know that she has the Delphi shield, so it thinks that it's attacking an effective damage target, which it would prioritize. I think. I could be wrong about that. But I remember, and I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was this game, having a lot of like weird moments like that. Where they just like, archers will just go crazy attacking flyers even though they just don't deal any damage. I think if you go Sakai, you encounter that quite a bit. Like the nomads will just attack Milady over and over again even though they don't deal any damage. Because they think they have effective damage. Alright, how exactly do I want all this to sift out? I have 6 really strong units. So if we just use them to kill 6 units, we should be in pretty good shape here. Yeah, if we make that happen. So like... this boss is actually a little bit scary. Probably not the best idea in the world to do that. What's the worst that could happen? Did I move Clarine? If I didn't move Clarine, that wasn't that bad because I could have healed him. If I did already move Clarine, that was pretty unnecessary what I just did. Okay, I didn't move Clarine yet. Then I'm a genius. Oh, I only have 1 fire left? Yikes. I don't actually have to kill this guy. He doesn't move, so he's kind of not important. How do I look fighting the boss? I double. That's good. Okay, so... yeah, let's do that, because that way I can kill this guy, and then the boss will attack me, and I can start getting chip damage on him. I think I like the sound of that. The power of Wade. And then... I guess you... Milady and you being the ones that can potentially take the ire of the paladin is probably the way to go. And then yeah, you kill this guy. Still don't have any good lances. I don't know why. I literally have like a killer lance in my convoy that I'm just not using. I will say, even though I love the idea of spending all my money on the angelic robes, saving a little bit of money for, what do you call it? killing weapons can actually be kind of useful. You know what's funny is that my chair, I'm pretty sure I started the stream with my chair up and it's been slowly going down. So I think my webcam's actually like I've been slowly like getting lower and lower on my webcam. All right, I'll push it down a little bit. I think it's just because this chair's old and I'm a bigger man, and I tend to kind of push this chair down as I go, even if I start it really high. Okay, how scary is Mr. Purge back here? All right, we're getting to the point where I should probably just pick up Ellen. One thing that's kind of interesting to note is that status conditions you don't use status turns when you're rescued. So like we have like 5 sleep turns, for example. Ooh, there's some crit there. And excuse me, Ellen won't wake up while she's rescued, so that isn't important for this chapter, but you know, kind of interesting to know. Well, why? What have I done to deserve such a fate? Oh, I'm gonna butcher your name, sorry. Mokoi? Thank you for the raid, I appreciate it. And Kaio Demon, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you. We dealt a little bit of damage to Arcardo, we love that. McCoy, okay, alright, welcome, welcome. Okay, how do we look? Am I in support range? 1, 2, 3, I am. Better than I thought she'd look, considering how crap she is, but not amazing. I could probably kill this turn, or at least come close, if we get some good hits. The fact that she does not have just like a generic fire tome is like pretty stupid on my part, but we're just starting the Ilia portion of this game, and so far this chapter's not going too poorly. Nobody's died, which we love. Oh, I should turn back on the animation for Ray. I still hate how slow Flux is in this game, and the hit rate's still pretty ass, but I really like the way druids look. Ooh. Okay, that guy's range is starting to become like actually pretty scary. We should probably end this like next turn if we can. I think we can, but should probably get on that. All right, well, you can stand on that fort. I'll drop Ellen here, because, you know, whatever. Paladin didn't move. The Paladin down there, which is good. Guess... I didn't heal Alina, but she should be okay. She shouldn't die to the Javelin. Guess I'll kill you. Seems like a good place to start. Yeah, I guess we'll just kill 2 more Pegasus Knights, and I think we should be pretty well set up here. I don't think anyone's really in danger. And then I guess I'll heal Dorothy, why not? Again, I think she's okay. I think everyone around here is okay. But yeah, just in case. And then the Purge can only reach... I can reach Dorothy. Actually, I'm glad I healed Dorothy. I didn't realize that the Purge could reach her, but should be fine. Then we definitely need to kill this guy, because I probably should have done this to begin with, because had Lance like missed and then got crit, it might have been a little scary, but the percentage of that happening is pretty low. And then Wade, you can attack. I mean, it's not like he's in danger of dying or anything, so. And it's not like his hit rate's good. Alright, well, alright. I'm so glad we attacked. There's a lot of reason to do that. Alright, we should be able to kill him next turn and seize without too much issue, I think. Unless something really weird happens. If we can't seize next turn, we're gonna have to do something about Mr. Purge, because he's gonna start getting in like Roy range, and we don't love that. Okay. This is the... I mean, melody is still ridiculous, don't get me wrong, but this might be like one of the worst melodies I've had in a very long time. What mic are you using? Oh god. It's just like a, maybe come up with a name. It's basically just like a mic that somebody would use to like, what do you call it? To like do a performance. Here, I can show it to you. Hold on. This is what it looks like. It's just like one of these mics and it's got a little stand. Do you think it sounds really good or really crappy? Oh, actually, you know what's funny is that I rest the mic on the box for the mic, so I can actually just tell you. It's called the AT 2005 USB. It's just like an old mic that was really cheap. But yeah, if you really want, I can link it to you if you're interested. But it's just like an old like mic. I used to use a similar to my job. Oh, I got you. I used to use just like a headset mic, which I still use like when I play games with friends and stuff. But and that was okay. But I just found that when I would like get really excited and like shout and stuff, it would kind of blow out the mic. So I got this one to help out with that. But it's not like a I know some people have like some pretty super streaming mics. Some of the really like crazy mics I think wouldn't really work with like the acoustics of this room. I don't have like any sound dampening in my room, so I don't think this stream's ever gonna really sound that fantastic, to be honest. But that's just how it is. It's not the most. We don't really have any like reliable ways to kill this guy. We have a lot of potentially good ways to kill this guy. But the difference between potentially good and genuinely reliable. I guess we can try this. I mean, a 57% is not bad. All right, well, whatever. I guess it's reliable enough. I am a noble of Etruria. I cannot die in a place such as this. Gah. But then you did, Arcardo. Then you did. I mean, look, our Lilina sucks, don't get me wrong, but with A support from Roy, she's still doing at least pretty good work for us. So if you have like a really, like a good, genuinely good Lilina that you've used more, with A support from Roy, she can like bully any boss in the mid game. Like she can even bully crazy bosses like Gel that people are like kind of scared of, you know? Our Lilina's not that good, but. Who wants to kill? It's a shame that the units I'm training in Geese and Tate are like really far away from this paladin kill. I'd really like to give those to them, but Ray, do you want to do it? 69%. Well, that's the fabled percent. These never miss. All right, I'm gonna be straight up. You know what's okay? I was just about to say, because he missed that 69%, he deserves to get crit. What I didn't realize was that he was missing health and he just died. Oh my god, that might be the most unnecessary death I've ever experienced. There was no reason to do that. To be fair, he missed the 69%, and that kind of means he deserves death. I'm gonna be straight up. Man, we finally trained Ray. I finally promoted Ray on one of these runs, and I just killed him immediately. I've owned it, the box. Oh, you own like the box and the cartridge of the Binding Blade? That's really cool. I mean, I totally do too, you know, because I would never emulate anything. But no, that's really cool. That would happen. That was really dumb. All right, let me get a picture of Ray for the death counter. Man, that was ridiculously unnecessary for me to have done that. We finally promoted. I was finally actually going to use Ray on a playthrough. God damn it. I'm a fucking genius. Everybody remember that. To be fair, again, he is the one that missed the 69%. So I feel like you can't put all of that on me. If you're gonna be around my army and you're gonna miss 69%, then I mean, that's just, you know. All right, there he is, our new little dead boy. Cut into Fire Emblem. Yeah, I'll say if you own the box and the cartridge of Fire Emblem 6, that's super cool though. Like, I'm not a huge, I own a decent amount of Fire Emblem games just because like I owned a lot when I was a kid. I'm not a huge like collector in that regard, but low key, I would be pretty into owning that. That is very cool. Lord Arcardo, what a pathetic ending for one with so much power. A year ago, I myself never imagined I would be leading an army. Fate can be unpredictable. With any luck, the same will be true for Burn 2. Lord Roy, what is that in your hand? Oh, it's the Fire Emblem. That tiny gemstone? Princess Guinevere wanted me to keep it. It seemed difficult for her to give it to me. I think she still hoped to end the war with diplomacy. Perhaps she had faith in her brother, even if that seems unlikely. Good thing we have Hugh. Yeah, good thing I bought that guiding ring for him so he can actually be useful, right? Because I would never forget something like that. To be fair, I think we're going to be getting a guiding ring on the next chapter, hypothetically. So, why do you say that? Because Zephyl is the treacherous king of Bern. It is said that he murdered his own father. I don't expect he would be moved by family trust. He killed his own father! Didn't you know, Lord Roy? Zephyl took the throne because his father, King Desmond, passed away. But because King Desmond's death was so sudden, there were rumors. So they said, yes, that Zephyl assassinated him. Does Princess Guinevere know about that? I'm sure she at least is aware of the rumors. She may even know the whole story. Let's interrogate her. Alright, well, this is where I'm going to end the stream for today. Other than the Ray death, it actually went pretty okay today. That Ray death was really unfortunate, though. Man, he was good, too. Like, he genuinely got pretty good level ups. I'm pretty sad. I've also got Mystery of the Emblem with box 2. God, that's really fucking cool. Like, straight up. Again, I'm not a huge, I don't know. I don't own a lot of like that kind of cool stuff, but that is a like box of Mystery, a new Mystery of the Emblem is pretty fucking dope. And Gaiden, like the OG, that's amazing. Oh, thanks for the follow, McCoy. I appreciate it. It's just a local game shop. That's really dope. Man, maybe I should go to more game shops. I guess I just never thought about that kind of stuff being. Well, I guess it might be different where you're at, but yeah, that's really cool. In any case, I'll be back probably tomorrow, if not the next day. Same time, we will keep going with 6. We're getting fairly close to the end of the game. I don't know how many more parts it'll be, but because there's no final chapters, and we're probably going to skip every Gaiden chapter from here on out, it's probably only going to be a couple more parts. But thanks everybody for watching as always. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your nights, and I will see you next time.